lovelies, and welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Berlin this channel. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload a video, you will be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, those people that share my videos and also educate I, you guys are the real MVP. Alright lovelies, let's dive in into today's video. So lovelies, I came across this video on my For You page on TikTok, and I thought to share with you guys where this brother is actually out to spill fat. So I'm just gonna roll the clip. It's all about comparing Holocaust and slavery, and he actually set records straight. I'm just gonna roll it. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. Alright lovelies, let's dive into it.
One of my mutuals made a great point when it comes to people talking about the Holocaust versus slavery. When people bring up the Holocaust, they understand how bad it was. Like in every single minute detail, if you ask someone like how bad was the Holocaust, they'll be able to say in every detail what exactly happened to Jewish people. Justifiably so. But when it comes to slavery, I feel like you guys just don't do it a justice. They used to eat us, bro. They used to eat us. They used to use our skin as furniture. They used to use our hair as insulation for their clothes. They used to castrate us in streets for public display in front of their children. They used to essay black men as a form of intimidation to other black men. Look up what buck breaking is. I'm telling you right now, them books in high school that you used to read about slavery do not do it justice. These people were such sick animals to us. It's so crazy how people just gloss over like, oh yeah, slavery happened. What? I really need y'all to see the severity of how bad slavery was. The same way y'all do the Holocaust.
And this is one of the reasons why I hate that there is even a conversation comparing the Holocaust to slavery. Because yes, they're both tragedies, mass tragedies that happen, prejudiced against human beings by human beings. Yes, I don't like comparing tragedies though, because you'll always know one more than the other. And with the Holocaust, you know so much more about the Holocaust. In fact, almost everybody knows more about the Holocaust than slavery. The details that this man mentioned in his video, that's nowhere near the half of what happened during slavery. And I am absolutely happy that he even mentioned the few that he did. To be honest with you, the history books in high school, they don't give a fuck about telling you much of any details about slavery. They don't want to teach you that shit. Because once you do, you'll start really thinking and be like, damn, fuck these people. Like, it's a reaction that the sadness, bro. There were people that actually lived through this, bro. Your grandparents, for instance, had grandparents who they talked to who have lived through this, living history themselves. And may I just tell you, bro, we used to be eaten. That's why it was crazy when I even had any comments during Juneteenth. When I made my video, I did not expect really anyone to make a comment or react to it. Like, you know, I don't have that many followers to begin with anyway, so I didn't expect anything like that. But then when there was a comment about someone of a different race, I'm like, I'm celebrating my people, because like I told you, we used to be eaten. Okay, our hair used to be cut off and put in fucking pillows and fucking mattresses. Do we forget that? Shit, they used to be woven into fucking rugs. Like, I don't understand. We used to be filleted. We were probably taxidermied too. Like, I don't understand why we're acting as if slavery was not such a huge thing. We weren't taught enough about it in high school because they didn't want to fucking teach us that. We have to teach ourselves about this shit. Or we got to sign up and pay money just to know more about our own history. You will know more about the Holocaust for free than you will know about slavery in America. You literally.
You want more examples of just how screwed up the education system is?
With faith and devotion, I proudly accept.
This is news to me as of right now. Go watch this video. They went as far as they would actually eat us. Fuck. Beat our skin is for. Oh, I knew about the skin is furniture part, which is hideous. Cannibalism, huh? So in addition to being free labor, we were food. Damn. And they would never teach us at school, ever. They probably still don't. Free education on TikTok again. Is that the ingenuity of the human spirit, or is that just how effed up the system is? I'm gonna go with both. Peace and much love, and good morning, everyone. And watch this guy's video. It's so on point.
The worst part about it is the fact that there's actually no verses. All those atrocities that the person was talking about, they're the reasons that the Holocaust happened. That's what gave certain people the idea that they could do this, that it's possible to do this. The Holocaust isn't like a separate thing from slavery. The Holocaust is directly tied to slavery because the Holocaust was inspired by slavery. The way that y'all were put into the trains, packed into the trains to go to them camps, the way that y'all were packed into them gas chambers, the way that those bodies were mutilated and experimented on, all of it ties back to slavery, to the trafficking of black bodies, and how little disregard there was to be had for them and what happened after.
No hate or shade to this man. I thought it was known what I'm talking about. Okay, so what you have to fully understand is that it was a lot of white people who were Jewish enslaved people. So there's that. We are black. A lot of the people here in the United States, North America, whatever you want to consider it, they don't want to take that accountability. It's as simple as that. It's that simple. Is that they don't want to feel bad. We have a guilt system here in the United States that a lot of people don't talk about. And that goes from race to religion to male to female. It goes every aspect of us. We avoid the fact that we are responsible of anything. So when you are upset because someone doesn't want to take accountability here in the States, other countries are like, the fuck? Just say you were wrong and move on. We don't do that. Yeah, no. So when you're over here and you're trying to ask us anything like, we have this fun thing of avoidance. And that goes for every aspect of our society, especially here in the USA, specifically the United States of America. We don't like to be accountable. You see it all the time on your social media. Don't pretend like this is news to you. You just haven't recognized it as such. And so it's this simple. People do not want to sit there and take accountability for the fact that they could be wrong. We're built on a society where purity and holiness is one. So if you're someone who goes against that, you are seen as the worst and not even human. People make mistakes, but in our society, that's almost unlikely. It's like we don't want anyone to make a mistake ever. So we put so much pressure and anxiety onto everybody. So when you boil that down to things that actually have repercussions and have affected nation and generations, it's not gonna pan out well. Does that make sense? I hope it does. When you're asking an entire society of people who have avoided accountability to take said accountability, that's not gonna pan out well. And there's a lot of people who do want to take accountability. There are. But the thing is that there's not enough. So it doesn't matter because everybody is the equivalent of a little boy trying to defend himself of why he didn't shove that Snickers bar into his diaper. That's our society. We are a society that has the maturity level of a 4 to 5-year-old boy who hid something in his fucking pants and doesn't want to be caught.
Did y'all know that sharks changed their migration path to follow the slave ships because they know they would eat? The more you know.
The thing about the Holocaust versus slavery is it's a white people versus a black people situation, and I don't think black people understand. Non-black people do not care. Like, they don't care. They know all these things. They have Google like we have Google. There's so many documentaries. They go to college like we go to college. You understand? A lot of these politicians
are college educated. Clarence Thomas, you understand? These people know. These people have access to the same things we have access to. They do not care. They watched us hang from trees and still had to be forced to integrate. Like, when you talk about all the horrific shit that black people have been through, they watched us go through all of this shit and did not care. They didn't watch us go through all of this shit and then come to their own conclusion that we should be treated better. They for 500 years, almost 500 years, and I just say 500 because I know they're not changing in the next however many leftover years is it. For the past 500 years, lynching niggas, experiments, the Tuskegee, I can't say this out. Tuskegee experiment was in the 1960s. It ended, I believe, in the 1960s. People knew about it. They was publishing it in educational magazines and academic journals and shit. They know what they do to us. They do not care. And that is the thing that I need black people to realize. We don't need to help white people realize what we went through. We need to realize they don't care. Like, you deny Tulsa victims, people who were displaced and bombed out of their neighborhoods, reparations. They assassinated. The government killed Martin Luther King and has admitted to it. The government was just assassinating black people around the year my mother was born. And that's the thing I need people to understand. They don't care. They just want us to get over it and appreciate the little bit of freedom we have now. That's what they want. They want us to get over it, to suck it up, and appreciate the little bit of shit that they got to share with us right now. That's what they want. And what I want is for black people to realize they do not care about us and stop feeling like we need to have them care about us for us to change our circumstances in this country. We have never needed them to come to any sort of awakenings for us to have what we need. We take it, we make it. And that's what I need black people to understand. They don't care.
What gets me going, right? Like, everyone downplays slavery, yes, but no one is willing to learn because no one cares. Like, y'all will see videos like this and be like, wow, I didn't know what buck breaking was. You didn't care to learn. Your ancestors cared to learn. People who survived to make it to where you are, and they cared to learn. And the system is not set up for us to learn. They had the Jim Crow era where we get shitty school supplies, shitty textbooks and all that stuff. Even now they're taking away black history and they make it smaller by calling it black history and not American history when it happened all over America. Additionally, y'all open these apps every single day and you don't learn a single fucking thing. The term motherfucker was created because of slavery. Oh, an enslaved woman would have her child, it would be a male, and then what? That's how we got that word, okay? They would use black babies as alligator bait. And everyone's like, oh my god, I didn't know this. It's because you're not willing to know. You're not curious. You're not willing to Google stuff, read books. You don't do it. You want someone to read it for you and relay it to you. All the information is out there. It's not hard to find. They're going to make it hard to find because y'all showing them how easy it is. They already take some books away from the schools and stuff. Like, literally learn. You're on these apps all the time. That means you have a lot of fucking free time to spare to learn something.
One of my mutuals made a great point.
Like, seriously, I think what actually brought up this, conversation about the Holocaust and slavery, it all began with, I think one Yuval guy, he took to his, platform to talk about how he thinks that the Holocaust that's happened with the Jewish people and all of that is more severe compared to that of slavery. That slavery is just something that it happened, it's like the way at which he said it's as if the Holocaust was more severe, and people were like having so many commentaries about it. People were like having so many misfeelings about it, to the fact that he has to actually compare what really happened, like the Holocaust that happened with the Jewish people, with that of the slavery that happened with the black people that actually took like 400 years and all of that. And this made a lot of people to have so many, commentaries. This, Holocaust of a thing, after it must have happened and all of that, the thing is that they actually received reparation. And I think it didn't take so long compared to that of slavery. And people was of the opinion that, okay, people do not, talk about slavery because maybe of the fact that history was actually stripped from school. A lot of people have the detailed explanation of the Holocaust, of what causes, of how it began, of how it ended. Like it's detailed, and that's because maybe it was taught in school, and maybe these people paid wherever for it to be taught in schools. And in the other hand, black people don't really know details about slavery and what really happened. Some black people knew well. Why other non-black people or minority people don't know about this? Because maybe all of the historical facts that is that concerns about slavery and all, and how it all began, was actually taken away from school syllabus, or was not even allowed to be taught in school. And this is why, we as black people, this is why I actually love what I do, because this actually gives me room to know historical facts, to know like some things that really happened. That's why sometimes when I actually make videos about all this historical facts, I often say that, okay, correct me if I'm wrong, leave your thought in the comment section, because I really want to know. Because the way at which the system is, the society is, we wouldn't even blame ourselves, because these people, find it like they have done their best to make sure that we do not have such knowledge. But the way at which things are going, people are beginning to find that, people are making their research, from the, thank God, because of the internet that we have today. People are able to know so many things. Black people are beginning to find out things themselves, things that they were not even able to taught in school. Like, I used to have a friend that said that, like 80% of what she have learned from internet, that she cannot even learn that in school. And me personally, there are so many things I have learned because of all of these things. We keep educating ourselves, that I cannot even do that if I was to depend in only schools and histories from school. So I think they should blame maybe the society, the people that decided that history shouldn't be taught in school and all of that, and they have succeeded in doing that. But it's just that they are disappointing, because a lot of those hidden things are beginning to come to light, and this is why a lot of them are not comfortable anymore. Let's just take for instance that, okay, black people are the first people that ever existed in the planet Earth. I have never heard of this in school. I was never thought about this in school. I don't even know. The first time I came across it, I was like, wow, that was how I have to know about the Neanderthals, how they came about. I have to know about, how these people, how the America of today, the people that actually colonized, then it's not even their land. The land is actually owned by the indigenous people. And for black people to be the first people that ever existed, that means all of the land in this world is owned by a black person. So these are the historical things that these people keep hiding, keep making us not to know about. Like, seriously, everyone can actually write and tell stories about the Holocaust, blah blah blah, how it happens, blah. But in terms of slavery, black people, everyone, it happens. How did it happen? What happened? How did it begin? Where were they? Were they in the mountain, Caucasus mountain, before they now realized that, okay, let's go to this place to go colonize people? Like, how? Like, seriously, these are the things that, okay, and I'm so glad, and I'm so super proud that a lot of black people are beginning to find so many things. And oh my goodness, the knowledge, oh my goodness. And a lot of people are not even happy about it. They are not comfortable about it. They want it to remain the way at which they have planned it to be.
They just want it to be something that is swept under the carpet. Nobody should talk about it. It shouldn't be taught in school. We shouldn't discuss it. They even lied to us that the Messiah is even a pan-color person. So what do you expect? Because they want us to actually believe in their lies. Anyway, lovelies, why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. So please subscribe to this channel if you're here to do that. Like this video, leave your thoughts in the comment section as usual. Please educate I, because I am not like, I really want to learn more. And I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.
Watch up to this extent. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, share this video, leave a thought in the comment section, and I will see you lovelies when I upload